Everything you've been taught about attracting money is backwards. Manifestation isn't magic, it's neuroscience. And while you're out here saying affirmations in the mirror, hoping the universe drops cash in your lap, the real millionaires are doing something completely different. They've cracked a frequency that rewires their brain to attract wealth. And no, it's not what the gurus told you. You're watching the MCube channel, Money Mindset Makeover. Welcome to your mindset revolution. Subscribe to elevate your money mindset and elevate your life. Look, I know you clicked on this video because you're tired. Tired of being broke. Tired of working your tail off and still having nothing to show for it. Tired of watching people younger than you build empires on TikTok while you're drowning in student loans and wondering if avocado toast is really the reason you can't afford a house. Today, we're diving deep into something that sounds woo-woo but is backed by hardcore neuroscience, the frequency that attracts money. And before you roll your eyes and think this is another law of attraction video, it's not. This is about rewiring the autopilot mode in your brain that's been keeping you stuck in scarcity, broke behaviors, and limiting beliefs since you were old enough to understand that money equals survival. We're talking about default mode networks, belief reprogramming, and how your language dictates your financial reality. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand why your thoughts about money matter more than your credit score, and more importantly, what to do about it starting today. Let's get real for a second. Did you know that Harvard research shows you spend 46.9% of your day in autopilot mode? That's almost half your life running on default settings. Think about that. Half of your decisions, your thoughts, your beliefs about money, they're not even conscious. You're operating on programming you didn't choose. Your brain has two modes. Default mode, autopilot. This is where your limiting beliefs live. This is the voice that says, I'm bad with money. Rich people are evil. I'll never get ahead. I'm too young. I'm too old. I don't deserve success. These aren't truths. They're just thoughts you've repeated so many times they became your operating system. Direct mode, deliberate thinking. This is where you take control. This is where you consciously choose what you think about money, success, and yourself. This is the frequency that attracts wealth. Here's the problem. Most of us are running on default mode without even realizing it. And that default mode? It was programmed by broke parents, predatory credit card companies, toxic hustle culture, and a society that profits from keeping you exhausted, in debt, and desperate. Let me paint you a picture. You get your paycheck. What's the first thought that crosses your mind? Is it, this isn't enough? Is it, where did it all go already? Is it, I'll never get ahead? Boom. That's your frequency. And that frequency is repelling money faster than you can swipe your debit card. See, money is energy. And I'm not talking about crystals and sage here. I'm talking about actual vibrational energy. When you approach money with stress, fear, scarcity, and negativity, you're broadcasting a signal that says, I'm not ready for more. I can't handle what I have. I don't trust this. And here's where it gets wild. Your brain is listening. Your brain takes every thought you think and says, okay, noted. Let me make sure I prove this belief right. It's called confirmation bias. If you believe you're bad with money, your brain will find every piece of evidence to prove you right. You'll overspend, forget to pay a bill, miss an opportunity, all because your brain is working overtime to confirm your default belief. But here's the real twist. You can reprogram it. Let's talk about why this is happening to you. Because it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. You grew up watching your parents stress about bills. You watched them fight about money. Maybe you heard them say, we can't afford that. Money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are greedy. Those statements, they became your default beliefs about money. Then you entered the workforce. You worked hard, got good grades, landed a job, and realized the system is rigged. You're making $50K a year, but rent is $2,000 a month. You've got $80K in student loans. Your car payment, insurance, groceries, subscriptions, it's all adding up. And at the end of the month, you're lucky if you have $200 left over. So you start thinking, this is as good as it gets. I'm never going to be rich. I'm just going to survive. And boom, that becomes your frequency. But here's what nobody tells you. The system wants you stuck in default mode. The system profits when you're too tired to think, too broke to invest, and too stressed to plan. Because when you're in survival mode, you're a perfect consumer. You'll buy the quick fix, the instant gratification, the temporary dopamine hit. You'll stay in debt. You'll stay tired. You'll stay stuck. You're not lazy. You're exhausted. And the system profits off your burnout. So how do you break free? How do you shift from default mode to deliberate mode? How do you change the frequency that's been keeping you broke? Step 1. Spot the default. You can't change what you don't see. So the first step is becoming aware of your limiting beliefs. What do you say to yourself about money? Write it down. Get brutally honest. I'm not good with money. I'm too young to build wealth. I'm too old to start over. Money is the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. I don't deserve success. Got your list? Good. Now I want you to do something powerful. I want you to ask yourself 3 questions for each belief. What did this belief cost me in the past? What is it costing me right now? What will it cost me in the future if I don't change it? This exercise is where the shift begins. Because once you see the cost, once you realize how much money, opportunity, peace, and freedom this one belief has stolen from you, you can't unsee it. And that awareness is the spark that ignites change. Don't skip this step, it's crucial. Step 2. Direct your thoughts. Now that you've spotted the default, it's time to get deliberate. This is where you start reprogramming your brain. When you catch yourself thinking, I'm bad with money, you pause. You stop that thought in its tracks. And you replace it with something deliberate. Instead of, I'm bad with money, think, I'm learning to master my money. Instead of, I'll never get ahead, think, I have everything I need to build wealth. Instead of, rich people are evil, think, wealthy people use their resources to create impact, and so will I. This isn't toxic positivity. This is strategic reprogramming. You're not lying to yourself. You're redirecting your brain to look for evidence that supports your new belief instead of your old one. Step 3. Change your language. Your language dictates your reality, period. Listen to how you talk about money. Do you say, I can't afford it. I'm broke. Money is tight. I'll never have enough. Every time you say these things, you're reinforcing the frequency of scarcity. You're telling your brain, this is who I am. This is my reality. But what if you flip the script? Instead of, I can't afford it, say, how can I afford it? Instead of, I'm broke, say, I'm building wealth. Instead of, money is tight, say, I'm in a season of financial growth. See the difference? One keeps you stuck. The other opens your mind to possibilities, solutions, and opportunities. Step 4. Gratitude as a frequency shift. Here's where it gets deep. One of the fastest ways to shift your frequency is through gratitude. And I'm not talking about be grateful you have a roof over your head while you're drowning in debt. I'm talking about real, intentional, specific gratitude for money. Every time money comes in, whether it's your paycheck, a side hustle payment, a tax refund, or even finding $5 in your jacket pocket, pause. Close your eyes. Say thank you. Feel it. Appreciate it. Because here's the truth. If you can't be trusted with a little, you won't be trusted with a lot. The universe, or your brain, or God, or whatever you believe in, is watching how you handle what you have. If you complain about your $1,000 paycheck, why would you be trusted with $10,000? If you waste $20 on impulse buys, why would you be trusted with $2,000 in savings? Gratitude shifts your frequency from scarcity to abundance. It tells your brain, I have enough, I am enough, more is coming. Now let's talk about the millionaire mindset. Because attracting money isn't just about thinking positive thoughts and hoping the universe delivers. It's about embodying the identity of someone who has money, manages money, and grows money before you even have it. Millionaires don't think like broke people. And broke people don't think like millionaires. The difference isn't luck. It's not privilege. It's frequency. Here's what millionaires know. 1. They don't hoard money, they circulate it. Think of money like water. If you dam it up, it stagnates. It gets gross. But if you let it flow, earn it, spend it wisely, invest it, give it, it stays fresh. It multiplies. It comes back. Broke people hoard out of fear. Millionaires circulate out of confidence. They know that when they invest in themselves, their business, or their future, the return is inevitable. 2. They take responsibility for their financial reality. Millionaires don't blame the economy. their boss, their parents, or bad luck. They look at their bank account and say, I created this, and I can change it. That's power. That's ownership. That's the frequency of wealth. 3. They surround themselves with the right energy. Show me your 5 closest friends, and I'll show you your future. If everyone around you is broke, complaining, and stuck, that's your frequency. But if you surround yourself with people who are building, investing, learning, and growing, that frequency rubs off on you. You start thinking differently, acting differently, earning differently. 4. They make decisions from abundance, not scarcity. When a broke person sees a $500 course that could change their life, they think, I can't afford that. When a millionaire sees the same course, they think, I can't afford not to invest in myself. See the difference? One is operating from lack. The other is operating from growth. All right, MCube family, let's bring this home. You now understand that your thoughts about money are either attracting it or repelling it. You now know that 47% of your day is spent in autopilot mode, and that autopilot has been programmed to keep you broke. But here's the good news. You can reprogram it. You can shift your frequency. You can reset your mindset. Here's your action plan starting today. 1. Identify your limiting beliefs about money. Write them down. Be honest. No judgment. 2. Calculate the cost. Ask yourself, what has this belief cost me? What is it costing me now? What will it cost me in the future? 3. Redirect your thoughts. Every time you catch yourself thinking broke thoughts, pause. Replace them with deliberate, empowering thoughts. 4. Change your language. Stop saying, I can't afford it. Start asking, how can I afford it? 5. Practice gratitude. Every time money comes in, say thank you. Feel it. Appreciate it. 6. Take one action today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Whether it's opening a savings account, setting up automatic transfers, learning about investing, or cutting one unnecessary subscription, do something that aligns with the frequency of wealth. This isn't magic. This is mindset. This is neuroscience. This is the frequency that attracts money, and you have the power to tune into it right now. Up next, we're breaking free from the grind and digging into what money really means for our generation. The video's called 7 Things to Avoid If You Want to Be Rich. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. I poured everything into making it a game changer for your financial independence. See you there, MCubed family.